All right, what we have is a Buick LaCrosse up on the frame rack, and it's hit in the front. We're going to do some repair. We got to change a portion of this here that belongs here. New piece here. And what I have is a measuring system. Works really nice. It works off a sonar. And there it is the beam. Lays underneath the car. Okay, then I get into the computer screen and pull up this particular model, make, model, year. And the computer tells me where to hang these probes. Now these probes, like I said, it works off a sonar, so there's a little dot here, a little dot here. You'll hear them click, click, click a bunch of times, and then you see the little round dots on the beam. It triangulates in 6 different directions on each one of those, and the computer knows where the end of that probe is at. I set up on 4 probes, first 2 being farthest from the damage, preferably back to a control point. The second set go up closer to a control point, and I like to stick close to the Torx box areas. It's the most accurate portion of the car. And then I'll turn that on and get my base reading from there. And what that does, it gives me an imaginary line underneath the vehicle from front to back, side to side, gives me all measurements up, down, forward, back, you know, and all of that. And then I'll go to the front of the vehicle, in this case because it's damaged. And I'll hang probes on the front. Computer told me what fixture to use, what adapters to use, what spacer to use, and then you hang the probe on it. And again, you got a little dot here and a little dot here. You'll hear them clicking, and the computer knows exactly where the end of that is located. It's accurate within a 1/2 millimeter. And as an example, a dime is 1.5 millimeters thick. So that's pretty darn accurate. I can measure a full-size truck, 4-door, 8-foot box, and be within a 1/2 millimeter from one end of the vehicle to the other. My opinion, it's the most accurate system on the market, and it's relatively simple to use. That's what the upright is supposed to look like. Once the new upright is in place and screwed and clamped in place, we'll put the shark back on it. We'll measure this point here, and the computer will tell me where exactly that is located, and if it's where it belongs, then I can go ahead and weld it up. When I'm done at that point, then hood, fenders, everything will fit and line right up nice. I don't have to pre-fit everything, which saves me a lot of time in the long run. Again, it's a pretty cool system. Again, there's the beam that goes well under the back seat, clean to the back axle. It is movable to whatever you need. And like I said, I can measure pretty much any part of this vehicle I want to. If the computer doesn't have the specs for it, I can make my own locations. A little tricky, but it can be done. Again, within a half a millimeter, one length from one end of the vehicle to the other. That's pretty darn accurate. I don't know what else to say. The car is clamped to the table. Okay, the car is clamped to the table. These move in and out, and then in this case, I like to work with the torque box areas, the front and the rear. Them are the two strongest and most accurate points on the vehicle. And as you can see, it's clamped to the rocker, bolted down tight to this here member here, and this member is clamped to the table. So the car is immovable at that point. When I'm pulling on something and I need to make an extra heavy pull, I tried to pull both rails at once and it wasn't going to work. I had to take the rebar out of it and pull one at a time, which is pretty common. They're unbelievably stout. I added a chain and another tower here just to give me a little extra holding power on the front of this vehicle so that I wouldn't roll the clamp. Held the clamp straight up, made it a lot more strong, didn't do any damage to the rocker. Again, pretty nice system. Does a very good job for me. Makes my job a whole lot easier. The days of tram bars and tape measures are long gone with the right equipment. High, blue is low.
And green is where it's supposed to be?
The green is the points it's actually measuring from. It's not making connection with these 3 points. Obviously, these two fell off, and that one's blocked.
Okay, all right.
So once we get everything cleared back out and exposed, we know exactly what we're at.
Okay.
Crazy how these loosened up already.
Uh-huh.
I went over these twice already. With this same wire.
What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to shut down these two upper ones so we don't have to wait for this at the moment.
Get the lower in spec.
This looks like a pearl color.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Dry coat.
Yeah. So you guys got to finish de-trimming the door handle and...
I just threw those back in while I was hanging the sheet metal so I could keep opening the door.
Oh, okay.
And these are preloaded handles. When you take them out, the door doesn't shut and latch.
Do you have all your other parts that you need for this?
There was a couple little things.
So when you pull on this, you're going to get good gaps along the sides here.
We need a hood latch and stuff. The gaps aren't bad now.
Okay.
It just shows everything over. I'll have to redo all of it.
Yeah. There's a lot of different pieces of equipment here.
They all do their own thing too.
Yeah.
I shut down the uppers in for the moment.
Okay.
And then once we get our lower where we want it, we'll go after our upper.
I guess it's pretty nice having the availability of 3 towers then.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you can do multiple holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See our issue here?
Yeah, I see. Okay, so that's just, this whole thing's got to come over.
It's got to be centered between them two bolts, and it's 1.5 inches off. But yet, I've got decent hood gaps and decent fender gaps.
I'll have probably to readjust that hood once we get it pulled over.
Yeah, probably. Probably for show.
But
Okay,
Just hanging all that reassured us.
are we ready to do it again? Let's pull it off the clamps again. I'm going to remeasure and see how much we've actually gained. I don't like the live pull mode. I like the actual printout.
Yeah.
Me. Everybody's
Just a
different.
preference.
Okay, we've gained only very little, about 3 millimeters. Loosen them front cradle bolts. Bust them front cradle bolts loose.
All right, I'm gonna leave that there for now.
Is it on?
Yeah.
I'll keep my pants up there.
Yeah, don't forget my radio.
Right.
Guys.
No problem.
That's fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's tightening good.
What about the back cradle bolts? I'm gonna loosen them.
I don't know. All right, you just seen us banging on it. We were hitting it, not putting dents in it. It's called realigning molecules, trying to get it to come back to its natural state. Checking it again, seeing where we're at.
That one went red again.
We did.
Oh, yeah.
It's green. We're still 6 wide. The hard part's going to be pushing this side up. It didn't look like it got hit that damn hard.
I
You
think
know?
we do an upper pull, get that
At the
hood,
same time.
get that hood down where it sits center. I think it's workable from there.
So let's swing this other tower around and put it up here at the same time. Now that this one's here, will be pressure.
And then do a pull this way.
Yeah.
Watch.
Here's another strap. We'll get this one up here. Out on that angle. What y'all need?
Because our paint sometimes fluctuates, and then, you know, if it's too, a little bit.
You thought you can go up another, but I figured once the tower, the tower usually kicks up a little bit, so then it'll raise a little. Go to the next one.
I think we might do it right. I don't want to act like boss. I'm just tuning in. That's got to touch. That's got to touch. If it don't, it won't release. It'll fill, but it won't release.
I'm gonna put this fucking thing right there. Damn.
I did that?
Do the design there.
You just pushed in really hard. All right, what I want to do, so this one's closed, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave this one up. I'd like to get some pressure on it, get it over,
Okay.
and then we'll add the top.
Nice, I'm about ready for a cigarette.
Let me get this thing to shut down.
I take these off.
Yeah.
People in Michigan, why they got the COVID-19 vaccine.
Okay, step back a minute here.
Get it on and then.
All right, what we got is a wrinkled up piece here. When we pulled on it, this section buckled. So we're in the process of drilling all the welds, getting that panel off, and then we're going to reinstall the new pieces to replace what's bad.